Hey everybody, it is Eric Lucas, your favorite San Diego real estate investor, and I wanted to make a quick video to share with you about how you could potentially turn a payday of $13,750 into a payday of $41,000 to $57,000 and some change. So before we begin this video, we're going to make a few assumptions. Assumption number one is that you've got a property that needs some work with an ARV of around $650,000. So $650,000 is what this property would sell for if it was totally renovated. We're also going to assume that this property in its current state would sell for about $550,000 on the MLS, or would sell for about $500,000 off market as a pocket listing to a cash buyer with a quick sale. I think this is a pretty accurate representation of what's going on right now in Mira Mesa, maybe even parts of Claremont or Del Cerro for some of the smaller 3-2 or 3-1 homes in those areas. So the second assumption we're going to make is that you've got a signed listing agreement with your seller at 5%. So assuming the seller wants to list on the MLS, then I think in 2 to 3 months you might sell it for $550,000, perhaps to a crazy cash buyer who has seen too many TV shows and overbids, and therefore you might only get $13,750 or 2.5% because some other agent brought in this crazy buyer that might have paid a little bit too much for this property. Or you can have the conversation with your homeowner up front and say, hey, you can get $550,000 in 2 to 3 months after we list your property and go through 30, 40 offers and talk to a bunch of yahoos. Or I can get you a quick cash sale, 2-week close with an investor for about $500,000. Which would you rather have? Sometimes the people still want to list on the MLS. Other times the homeowners obviously are open to a quick cash sale, especially from my experience if multiple people are inheriting the property. If multiple people are inheriting the property, they just want to get it over with typically, and then that $50,000 difference divided 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 6 I've seen ways becomes very small and pretty insignificant. So just by asking your seller, hey, do you want a quick cash sale, instead of maybe only earning $13,750 or 2.5% of that $550 number, you get to earn a full 5% of the $500 number, which is $25,000. Additionally, since you sold the property to us, we're going to give you the back end at 5%, 2.5 plus 2.5. That means you're going to be guaranteed an additional $16,250 just for being the listing agent, and you might make an additional $16,250 if you also find the buyer. So that means now you're looking at a payday of $41,250 to $57,500 if you find the end buyer as well. So I would say it's definitely worth the conversation with your homeowner to see if they want a quick cash sale. Side note, on something like this, we might make $30,000 to $40,000 when everything is all said and done on this deal, unless we do a little bit better on the ARV, which very well might happen, but is speculation. I'm always getting asked the question, can we partner with you on deals? Well, on something like this, you kind of become our 50-50 partner, because if you end up earning $41,000 to $57,000, you might make more than we do on this deal. Or even if we do a little bit better on ARV, you might make about what we make on this deal. And essentially, we became 50-50 partners in this deal. So anyway, here in 2018, we'd love to work with you on your next off-market deal, on your next pocket listing. We can pay you much more on off-market deals. We make more, you make more. It's easier on your clients. So if we can structure a win-win-win, let's talk and see what we can do. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I think you all have my contact info, but if you ever want to talk to me directly, 602-570-7207 is my cell phone. And I usually pick up my phone during working hours, during the week and weekend. Take care.